Hello, Facebook. It's Live Fridays. Hello. I'm here all by myself today in the office. I'm not looking very fabulous, but that's okay. Everybody join. We want everybody to see our little videos that we do every Friday. Sans my connection is weak, so hopefully it gets better. But as you can see, I'm all alone. Candy's not over there today. She's on vacation. She's in LA, soaking up the sun, having a great time. We miss you, Candy. I know she probably won't be able to watch this until next week, but when she gets back, because then she's going on a cruise. So yeah, we got some tax questions. So I guess everybody wanted to hear from me this week. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live, but here I am by myself doing one. Yeah, so anyway, we have some questions. It's stuff that we've talked about before in the past. Stuff to do with your taxes, different deductions. I've had some people ask again about the whole travel. If you're traveling for medical expenses, something like if you're going for a surgery, if you're going for dental work and stuff, and you have to go to an outsource your whatever it is you need, then you can use that towards your travel expenses on your medical expenses for your taxes. So if you travel 40 kilometers one direction to receive some sort of a medical treatment, the lady that actually contacted me, hers was gallbladder surgery, and the hospital close to her doesn't do it there, so they recommended she goes to this other hospital. So yeah, and of course she couldn't drive because, you know, she's having surgery, she's getting put out. So her husband had to drive her. But yeah, you can use those medical expenses, you know, food, your kilometers, if you have a hotel stay, those are all things that you can use towards your tax deductions. And it would be for you and the person that took you. So I think it's like $51 a day for food allowance per person. Don't keep your food receipts. Don't keep your gas receipts. Go by kilometers. You're always going to get more per kilometer than gas mileage. So, but if you do have a hotel, yeah, keep your hotel receipt for sure. That's something, again, you can use for your taxes for medical expense. Yeah, so anyway, a lot of people have been asking about it, and yeah, for sure, if you did it, and you know, if you had an appointment, like you had a pre-op appointment, if you had a post-op appointment and you had to go to the same place, use those as well. So keep track of it. You need to have proof that you were there for the visit. So have the doctor write you a little slip or something just saying that you were there, appointment card, anything just saying that, yes, I went to see this doctor. We can map it out from your place to wherever the doctor is located, and yeah, so 40 kilometers one direction, you're covered. Next thing was something we talked about before as well, was carryover amounts. So if you have tuition that hasn't been used, your tuition never expires, it carries over indefinitely. So if you have tuition that you never use towards your taxes, maybe you got married and now you don't make enough money, so you want to give some credits over to your spouse, perfectly acceptable. So you can transfer over your unused credits to your spouse. And like I said, they don't expire. So, you could have tuition back from like 2001 and it's still there. We can carry it over for your taxes. And maybe you didn't know that you had carryover amounts. Maybe that you weren't sure. You thought you used it all. It doesn't hurt to ask, and we can have a check for you. This person that asked actually didn't realize that they had carryover amounts. So yeah, they could have been using them and they just didn't know that they were there. So yeah, if you think that you might have some carryover amounts or like tuition and stuff for books and anything, that yeah, you can use them towards your taxes. And if you don't have enough, if you can't use them, then we can use them for your spouse or your parent. Yeah, so, and the last thing was banking information. Always keep your banking information up to date. I can't stress this enough, because people, they didn't get their GST GST check, like it went to an old bank account that's no longer active, but they didn't contact the CRA to let the CRA know that they canceled that account. You know, your universal child care benefit, or the new one that's out, the CCB, the Canadian Child Benefit. Yeah, if you should be on direct deposit. It's the easiest way to do it. If you don't have your banking information up to date, then there's going to be some problems with your deposits. So, you know, you can come in, talk to us, and we can get that updated for you. It's just the same as like any other place that you do a direct deposit. You just need your transit number, institution number, and your account number. And hi, Haley. I see that you joined. But yeah, so if you want, you want to keep up to date on your information so you don't lose out on any of your credits or benefits, right? And it's always easier than having to backtrack and trying to get them taken from the old account, put into your new account, just to keep it up to date. So yeah, and we can do that for you, right? I don't know if anybody else has any other questions. Those are the 3 that came up to me this week. I'm all by myself, but we miss Candy and we hope that she's having a great time on her trip. Next week, hopefully she'll be back so we can do our live together. I'm missing my wingman. But yeah, anyway, it was a very short live. I don't really know what else to say. But yeah, medical expenses. So for travel, keep your hotel receipts. Don't keep your gas or your food receipts. We'll just go by your kilometers. You'll always get more money for your kilometers than for your gas anyway. 40 kilometers one direction, then you can, and it has to be a medical service that isn't provided at a place that is closer to you. So, you know, if you have a dentist 2 houses down that can, fill your tooth, but you decided to go somewhere further, I'm sorry, but that doesn't work. It has to be something that you can't get close to your home. So like I said, the person that was in question, she had to go for surgery, and the hospital close to her didn't do the surgery, and they told her to go to this other hospital. This is where she was referred to. Then yeah, it's a medical expense. And other appointments that she had with that doctor, before and after appointments. Yeah, so they're all things that you can claim. And then your carryover amounts. So if you have tuition or anything, if your children have tuition, they can use so much and then they can transfer so much to you, or they can transfer the whole thing to you, whatever works. If you have tuition you want to transfer to your spouse, maybe, you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, and you're not working, so you don't really need to use the credits, so you give them to your wife or your husband. Yeah, it's all your money. You might as well get it back. And then you're keeping up to date on your banking information and your address and stuff like that too, because if you file your taxes with a different address than, say, the CRA has on file, sometimes it can cause a delay in your receiving of benefits. Like they might hold your GST check because there's a discrepancy in your address. We've seen that before. And it's easy. Just come in. We'll put in a little adjustment, a little request to change your address, change your banking information, and it's done. So quick, and then they'll get it all fixed up for you. All right. Well, I don't know. Is that it? I guess that's it. Nobody else has any other questions, so I'm going to take off, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Thanks for joining, guys. Bye.